Hi, I'm Cory. I'm the lead designer and creative director here at the Flower Bar, and today I'm going to be showing you how to dress your Christmas tree. When you take your Christmas tree out of the box, it's going to look nice and scrunched together because it's been sitting in there all year. You're going to want to pull all the branches down here. That way you can start to get all of your shape. And you want to fluff the tree so that way you don't have any holes, and it just makes it look fuller and nicer. So your technique that you want to do is you really kind of want to pull them out to the sides and stretch them out as far as they can go. And you want to pull them down and out so they spread out and look a little bit more natural. And it's always good to take a few steps back so you can see where you miss your holes. And that's just going to make your tree look nice and full. Once your tree is all fluffed out, it's time to add your ornaments. Now, you normally want to start with your bigger ornaments because those are going to fill up the most space. And I'm going to do all of the same kind first. What I like to start to do is tuck them into the branches as opposed to hanging them right on the tip that everybody does. What I like to do, since every ornament has these long strings or the little hooks, I like to wrap it around the branch a few times, and that's going to create a look that it's actually more of an extension of the tree and not just an ornament hanging off of it. That's also going to help reflect the light and give your tree a little bit more dimension and depth. As a little added security for your ornaments, you can always bend up the very tip of the branch, and that's going to hold it on, make it nice and secure so it's not going to fall off if anybody tries to pull on it, or if you've got some pesky little kittens that like to play with your ornaments. Once you have your big ornaments on, it's time to go back in and start to fill in with your little pieces or your different shapes like your finials or like your teardrops. When you're thinking about ornaments for your Christmas tree, it's always nice to have different shapes and sizes and some different styles. That way not everything looks the same. Sometimes you may find that your ornament is a little too heavy for your branch. And that's okay. It's an easy way to fix that is to just take another one of these here and wrap them both together, and that's going to help give it just a little bit more support and hold it up. Once you have all your ornaments on your tree, now it's time to start adding in your accents. And I've got some beautiful gold thistle that I'm gonna add in here. I like clusters of 3. So we're gonna use a beautiful burgundy velvet ribbon that has a little bit of a gold edge onto it. So you wanna get a good wired ribbon. It's gonna be a lot easier to add into your Christmas tree because it's easy to manipulate it and to fluff it out. When I do my ribbon, I like to start at the top, and you're just gonna take one of your branches and you're gonna wrap it around the ribbon. But you wanna make sure that your ribbon is facing outwards. So you're gonna pinch the end of your ribbon and one of your branches here. And where you pinched it, you're gonna kind of pull your edges out a little to fluff it out and to make sure that you don't see the pinched edge. I like to waterfall my ribbon through the trees as opposed to going around in a more traditional way. Make a little bit of a poof here, and then you're gonna pinch it again in your branches down here. Where you're gonna pinch it, you kind of want to fold it in on itself, but make sure the end that's gonna be continuing down isn't folded in. You want to try and keep your tufts roughly the same size. And when you get to the bottom, you can either decide to cut it off here and start again from the top, or you can just kind of pull it over here, and then we'll start to go back up the tree the other direction. Once you finish putting your ribbon on the tree, you can add your star, or if you're like me, I like to do a big bow. So I will show you how to make a big florist bow, and you're gonna wanna start with a good amount of ribbon. I'm gonna grab the end in my right hand here. I'm gonna create one big loop like this, and this is gonna be kind of like the middle of your bow. What you wanna do is you're gonna take your thumb and middle finger and pinch them together inside the bow and on the outside here. And as you're pinching, you'll take your ribbon and you're gonna twist it where you're pinching, so that way the front face of your ribbon is facing out. And then you're gonna make your loop and have your ribbon going this way, but where you're pinching with your thumb and your middle finger, you're gonna twist again and pinch. So that way you'll have the face of your ribbon facing out the other direction to create your other loop. You wanna do them both roughly about the same size on either side. And we're gonna pinch and twist. And then you just keep going, but you wanna gradually make your loops a little bigger each time you make a new one. 7 loops here on each side for a big bow. Give it one last little twist and cut your ribbon. So you'll take your piece of wire and you're gonna put it right through the big loop that you made at first. So once you got your wire put through the middle, you can kind of squish your bow like this and just give it a good couple twists. Make it nice and tight. Then, to fluff your bow, start from the middle piece, and you'll do one side first. And you want to go one here, pull one out this way. So you're going to shape your bow and do the same on the other side. So there's your bow. And then tie it right onto the top. And your tree is ready. So come on down to the Flower Bar for all your holiday needs.